This is All Indiana Sports.
Indy Ignite has a 3-game lead on second place, just over the halfway point of the season.
Yeah.
So, how good is this from your experience? How good is it to be? I mean, obviously it's good to be up, but you still got a little less than half the season left. What kind of position does this put them in?
I think this puts them in a really good position to lead well, wherever they are, whether that's like tippy top, or I think that they are going to be very successful, we'll say.
Okay.
I think that they have a chance to win it all this year. I really do. I think that they are a strong team.
They were the runners up last year, and they seem to be a stronger team this year.
They're stronger this year. But I will add that other teams are stronger as well. Like it's really been amazing to see just the quality of play go up from even last year to this year. It's been a lot of fun to see that. So I think that it's still going to be an interesting, they should definitely be ready for good competition.
Yeah.
I don't think that they should be complacent in that area. So I think that this puts them in a really great position to do very well. I think they have an incredible coach. So anyway, I think that will, I'm sure that I'll touch on that again in a minute.
I'm sure we will. Well, I'm Kevin. This is my wife Alexis, and we are excited to present the All Indiana Sports Podcast.
Yes, welcome back. This episode, we will take a look at the 3 games for the Indy Ignite that happened over the past week. They continue to lead the league even though they showed some weakness. So let's go all in.
Yes, you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at All Indiana Sports, and don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. First game was at the Columbus Fury. They won it 3-0, 25-21, 25-15, and 25-23. And
I'm saying pull up your notes.
it was kind of a complete dominant performance from start to finish. But they kind of lost, or no, the most disappointing part to me, no towel guy.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he.
Although
is that like a volunteer position though, or is that I don't know.
I think we saw him.
Does it change it up? Maybe. Oh, I think maybe he got promoted.
Right. We thought maybe he got promoted.
Yes.
We saw maybe him kind of being like a hype man throughout the crowd.
Yeah, or maybe with the mascots or something like that.
Yeah, or cheerleaders.
No.
We could never figure out. He has
no idea. That was not where he was going.
We saw one cheerleader for Indy Ignite, but only one.
We did. It's awkward.
We didn't know if there were more.
But there should be more, and if they do, maybe should congregate together.
Yeah.
Or cameraman do better and not just.
Yeah, that's honestly probably where it went, honestly, which is a little unfortunate.
Anyway.
So yes, that was the first game, and Anna DeBeer had 12 kills, Elena Scott 15 digs, Lydia Martin 10 kills, 2 blocks, and Mia Tuaninga 36 of the 40 assists.
Yeah, she led the court well.
Right. I mean, that's what you want to see from your setter.
Yeah,
to
she
be
was
able to
definitely
assist.
on that game. I remember that.
Yep. But then they came home to play the Omaha Supernovas, and they won it 3-1. But that first set, it was
just really sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't get it together. They couldn't pull anything together to try to save their lives. It was just it was sloppy. And but it's so refreshing to see a really good team have sloppy sets and go, you know what? No, this is all.
It was so disconnected.
People don't realize
they were out of system, but even when they were in system, they didn't seem like they were.
People don't realize how psychological volleyball is. It is such a psychological game. And when you lose a set, it takes strong leadership to be able to lead a team back into mindset change and into the next set like it's nothing, like that set never happened.
Yeah.
That's a lot to be able to do that. So that's great leadership, but it's also great to see them to come back from something like that. So
right. And that last set was like a complete clinic. It went from 17 to 25 in the first set to the fourth deciding set, 25-13. You almost doubled them up in a single set.
it was like, oh yeah, don't forget.
Difference maker, though, Kayla Lund, 14 kills,
Yes.
10 digs. She only played the last 2 sets, I think. Maybe 3. She was in part of it. De Beer had 13 kills, 6 digs, 3 blocks. Cameron Hanna, 12 kills, 6 digs. You're not going to hear Lekator member Mena because she only played in one of these sets. Martin and Blake Moeller combined for 16 kills and 57% kill rate from the center middle blocker position. And Mia Tuaniga, 52 assists, 11 digs, 3 kills.
She was really playing well. Yeah.
Well, she was that first set. She was not doing.
No.
She was actually.
That's what I'm saying.
She
Like,
got
and
pulled in
they
part of
pulled
that.
her. Yeah, and whenever they pulled her, I watched her on the sidelines with her team because me as a coach, that's something I look for is how a player rebounds from being pulled, and she knew why she was being pulled. But I think because of the relationship she has with her coach, to know I'm not necessarily being pulled because I'm bad. I'm being pulled because that's what a coach should do for the team.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, it's not a personal thing necessarily.
Right.
So to give her a second to go, okay, I got to get myself back into a rhythm of some sort, you know?
Yeah.
So and then I saw her on the sidelines, and she was just hanging with her teammates. Like, she needed that. It was really good for her. She was happy. She was relaxed. She wasn't, like, totally relaxed that she was, like, you know, not paying attention and just sloughing it off. She took it in, but she was relaxed in what she was doing. So it was good to see.
The way Tuaniga plays best is when she's playing loose and playing fun. That's part of what
So she
her
was doing some
persona is.
celebrations on the sidelines with them, and it was fun to see her do those things. So
and then the final game. This was after a bit of a break here. There was a week off, entire week, which hadn't happened, I think, since toward the beginning of the season as they eased into the season.
Yeah.
An entire week off. We noticed maybe a slight difference in some of the players along the way here.
Yeah, that was fun. They should be able to be girly. They should be able to have some time to get their hair done and photo shoots and, you know, media and some things
That's
like
what
that.
you thought
So
kinda
I
happened.
think that's probably what happened is they took that time. You know, they made it on purpose.
Extra spray tans and makeups and
They're doing well.
yeah.
You know, that's, I mean,
Maybe
do
some
what you
different
gotta
hair
do.
colors, hair dids.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But 3-1, they allowed the Rise to come from behind in the first set. The Rise were down as much as 4, I think, at one point, and it came all the way back to win that first set. But then they almost allowed a come from behind in the third set, but Indy Ignite shut the door. Lekator member Mena, 15 kills, 7 digs. She was back at it. Lund was back in it as well. 13 kills, 5 digs, 62% possession percentage. And Scott had 17 digs, 2 assists, and a 75% percentage rate on the possession. You definitely want that from your libero.
Yeah.
Hannah, 10 kills and a 51% kill ratage. Alexandra Bodazat, 7 kills, 64% rate, 4 blocks, 3 digs, 1 assist, and an ace in her first start as middle blocker for Indy Ignite. And Tuaniga, 50 assists. 50 assists.
And 12 digs.
12 digs. 3 kills and an ace from the setter position. I mean,
She did great.
all around, that's what we like.
Yeah. She has
An
some great
all-around
jumps,
player
too.
in a particular position.
Yeah.
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 So that leads us to we have to identify our fiery player of. What do we do here? Fiery play of the week. Yes, the play.
Oh, the play.
A play that stuck out in your mind this week. I know you're always.
I'm always so horrible at this. I hate this. You go first.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Anna DeBeer had a kill in the second set against the Supernovas that really kind of set the standard. As they kind of had that really sloppy first set, there was a particular kill that she had in the second set that basically was like, no, we're turning this thing around. To me, that was the play of the week.
Yeah. I still don't have anything. I only have, like, some players that I have just, like...
We'll get to the play
Yeah,
in a
I don't
second.
have necessarily a play of the week. You
Okay.
did great.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, you know that I am, like,
I know.
I'm not good at this part.
But
It's
okay, can we just point out the rally, that one rally? They didn't even win the
Oh.
point. But the rally that happened, I believe, in the third set of the Rise game, it went on and
Forever.
back and forth
Yeah.
and back and forth so many different times. Member Mena, I think, had 3 different kill opportunities in that came up without a kill because they lost the point. But man, just as a fan of volleyball,
Yeah.
that was entertaining.
Yeah.
We love to see that.
Yeah, great rallies.
So that leads us then to our hair on fire player of the week.
I feel offended.
Why?
Hair on fire?
Because it's
I
the
know,
Ignite.
but
Maybe that's why it works.
No. I'm not sure I like this yet. We can keep trying it out.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, so you thought of several players.
I
Can
did,
you
and
narrow
I
it down
think,
to
I think
one?
mine are different than what yours are. I'm gonna go Lecator.
Oh. She didn't even really play that much.
No, but you know what? I watched her this last match.
I thought for sure you'd go Kayla Lund.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
she
she was going to be another one of mine that I thought was very impressive.
All right, explain.
But I think Lecator, that last game, she really came to play. And even the commentators, before she really turned it up, were going, we haven't really seen much from him and hawing about her. Mm-hmm. And I looked at her serve and I went, oh my. She has bulked up more too. She is stronger since this injury because I think she's like, for me to not be injured, I have to be stronger. Yeah. That doesn't necessarily mean stronger, but I have to be stronger. So whatever she's doing is good. But she came to play. I don't like. I mean, and then the play. Oh,
she found it.
I did. I found it.
Okay.
Lund.
Okay.
The block after block.
And then,
there were 3 blocks that she had to go back. Or no, it wasn't even blocks. I think they were hits. I think it was 3 hits.
The hit from the back where she kind of like stared at her arm for a little bit. You talking about that one?
No,
okay.
I'm talking about where she had like 3 hits in a row.
Okay.
In a rally. It was a long rally.
Yeah, okay.
And she had 3 hits and she kept... You have no idea how hard that is
to reload.
To reload that way and to like get right back into your it's hard work, especially in that fast rate. That it's hard, and the explosiveness that you go. She was really, and then she was trying to figure out. She was trying to be smart within it too. So she's like, how do I leverage this and how do I go different? And then she just got mad and she just... so that was my play.
There was also the Lund play where she went up and switched.
Yeah, she switched. Well, that was because she couldn't see. Somebody was in her way.
But I'm not saying this is the same level, but it did
it's the same.
It did remind me of the Michael Jordan play where he went up against the Lakers, went up with 1, and then switched over because he thought was somebody... I'm not saying it's the same level, but it reminded me... with the switch.
She had to, she had to work with what she had. So it was good.
Well, I'm glad you found your play.
Yep.
I'm glad you found some players.
Yep.
I've got I'm surprised because I left you one here thinking you would bring it up. We can bring it up in a second.
I think I want to watch her a little bit longer.
Well, so mine is Mia Tuniga. You brought up the response, and I wanted to highlight that the response to come.
I didn't know.
No, it's fine. I'll just you say stuff, I say stuff, and we say stuff, and so I've got my own take on it. The response that it takes to come back. You looked at it from the sideline position. I come and look at it. What did the books say? What does the tape say when she came back? And she came back ready to go. And ever since then, she has been a more integral, as if she wasn't already.
But you know why?
You have to be in as a setter, but she came back ready to go, ready to be a more integral part of things than she already was.
Do you know why?
Because of what you talked about.
No, because her team allowed her to make the mistakes and be okay with it. And then they trusted her when coach was like, okay, let's go back in.
Yeah.
They trusted her.
And speaking of which, I know you love the coach.
Indiana teams, man.
Indiana teams. This is what Indiana teams are all about.
They do well.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
The name on the front of the jersey, more important than the name
matters.
on the back of the jersey.
Yeah.
And what set the tone more than anything this year, and not 2026, but this year, I guess, since back to 25, is... the Pacers, the Indiana Pacers exemplified that with their playoff run and how they shared the ball equally, and that has trickled down to a whole bunch of the other Indiana teams. Some of them successful, some of them not, some of them national champions. But you
We're talking
highlighted
about volleyball.
Yes, you highlighted the coach. Well, volleyball may be champions too. Runner-up last year, so we'll see. You brought up the coach from the very beginning. I wanted to give you a chance. You kind of brought up and alluded to some of the things that she cares about and doesn't care about. So I wanted to give you a chance to talk about Lauren Bertolacci.
Yeah. It was funny. I was thrown off that you put her here.
I put her here because I was thinking this would probably be where you would head. I was putting in the notes.
Well, yeah, but I love that you put her here because
I love that we're pointing to the people.
Sorry, like you can't see our notes.
But
anyway, yeah. I love that you put her there because she is a part of the team as a player. Like, so many people forget that, yes, this coach is wiser, more experienced, guidance, blah, 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 all these different things. She is truly part of their team, and just in a very different aspect. Like, I really do see her as, yeah, she's an authoritative figure, but she's very much a part of the team. To whereas some coaches, you don't see that. You see them as a head, and they're not as part of the team. But still have good boundaries and things. Like, I think she does a good job. I really appreciate her coaching style. Yeah. So I'm going to continue to watch her as a coach myself and learn from her because I really love what she's doing.
And I think that it's interesting because one of the things that has been pointed out in several of the broadcasts is the one thing she doesn't care about is something that happened pretty early on.
I love
we
this.
Pointed out that we were like, oh, there were like a lot of service errors.
Yeah.
She doesn't care.
Yeah, no. And they keep saying that. She doesn't care.
But why? What's the messaging behind that? Because it comes with a purpose. It's not just like this lackadaisical, like, I don't care.
No.
But it's I don't care because of the purpose. What's the purpose?
The serves of the cherry on top. That's not like, she knows her players can make plays. She knows that her players can play defense. They don't have to have the serves to win. They don't need the serves to win. And
if you are doing a service error, that means at least you're being aggressive with
a serve.
And you'd rather be aggressive in that way and miss sometimes.
Yeah.
It's sort of...
Now, there are times you switch it up.
Right.
There's absolutely times you're switching it because then they're reading your, basically your fastball, right? Yeah. That kind of thing. So to speak, baseball.
No, I was going to bring up baseball. Yeah. I'm glad you did because
it's very much the same.
Right.
It's just different.
You're addressing your services sort of like batting.
Yes.
Batting in baseball
I wish we could get Kenna to figure it out this way. Maybe we should teach her this way.
If you hit 30% of the at bats and you get a hit, you are a very successful batter. Mm-hmm. Very successful. Normally, you would say 30%.
No,
That's not good at all. You want to. Mm-hmm. In general life, you would say, "Oh, I got to be at like 60, 70%." Mm-hmm. It's
but at bats,
right? This is not like NFL quarterbacking. Yeah. This is more like at bats, and so you're kind of because like baseball, you're being aggressive at that point. Mm-hmm. At least you're being aggressive. Mm-hmm. So it's the same idea with service. Be aggressive, and then let it happen from there, and pick up the pieces.
And I will say that like because of this level of play, they don't have to worry about service errors. Whereas my high school, sometimes you worry about service errors because that can be a difference maker. It's like free throws, right? Mm-hmm. You know? So that's where the difference is in level of play.
Right. Yeah. Well, that is all the time that we have for today. Liam and I are going to be back tomorrow to talk over Colts free agency and all the things that have happened and may still happen. Then later this week, we'll be back with our Keep the Pace look at the Indiana Pacers, and we will see what happens with IU basketball in the Big Ten tournament.
This is Alexis.
And this is Kevin.
Reminding you to stay all Indiana sports.
This is All Indiana Sports.